She was just coming to meet us for dinner and never came.
I got the phone call that she had been in a serious accident.
We went into the emergency room and we said goodbye to her.
Hello, I'm Hillary. I wanted to tell you to make sure that while you're driving, your attention stays directly on the road only. See, I almost died in 2007 because I was texting, driving my convertible with no seatbelt, flew 77 feet out of it.
We were waiting for Hillary to join a small little family reunion. We'd been at the lake. Her brother-in-law called her and said, "Where are you?" And she said, "I'm 4 miles out, order my fried ravioli." And she never came. Our son-in-law started dialing her phone over and over again, and it went to voicemail. My husband and our son-in-law, I saw them look at each other and they took off.
We went looking and found an overpass just past the accident scene, and we looked up the road and saw a car there that had is white with a black convertible top. Billy ran to the car and the police were there, and he asked what happened, and they said it was a young girl, but they'd already taken her to the hospital.
We started calling hospitals, and finally one of the emergency room nurses said, "Mom, we do have your daughter. Drive carefully, but hurry."
I was on duty the night that she had her accident. It wasn't in our county, but I got the phone call that she had been in a serious accident.
We went into the emergency room, and there was our beautiful daughter. Not a scratch on her face, except it was so swollen. And we said goodbye. Then the Vanderbilt Life Flight came and took her.
I remember going to the hospital, and she had just left on Life Flight, and they said she'll never make it.
In surgery, she had a craniotomy where they actually had to remove part of her right temporal lobe, because when she flew through the air, she landed on her right side of her head, and actually they had to have the skull taken off because her brain was swelling so much. Hillary had a 0.5% chance of survivorship, and while we were in surgery, wringing hands just didn't seem to work. It was prayer and just discovery. What do we think happened? What could have possibly caused this? Although, we knew she was multitasking. I remember her driving off in another little white car going, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna see a car crash someday with this risk behavior, fast driving, multitasking daughter of mine." She was always grabbing for the CDs and talking on the phone and putting the lipstick on, and I have to confess, I did some of that too, never thinking of the outcomes of this. They came back and said she had survived surgery, and they were very guardedly hopeful. And they also said, "And you have a journey ahead of you. Are you ready for it?"
You hear a lot of stories, and you see a lot of stories on TV where the person dies from texting while driving. And I said, they don't always die. They do live, but her life has been changed forever. She's not the same Hillary that I knew years and years ago.
Growing up all over again is what a brain-injured young, beautiful woman has to do.
It's the day in and day out that I don't think people understand. It's exhausting.
Our family will never be the same.
What's normal for us right now is not normal for most people.
Hillary's still beautiful. I miss being able to go to a club with her and dance.
She's got a lifetime of a journey ahead of her, nothing like what she's been through, and she's on the downhill side of the everyday hard physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, all the things that she has to go through to coordinate her life and her limbs and her cognitive abilities.
My goal is being able to run, and so I obviously can't do that yet, but you know, it's better later than never. And so I've always been one of those, I want what I want when I want people. And now I really do.
Hillary's still with us, but she has all of these challenges that she has to face every day of her life.
This is a whole new sister, and there's so much of her that's the same. But I lost who she was.
So in an instant, when someone grabs that phone to send that urgent message or read that text message, everything can change. And everything changed for Hillary and for all of us. If you are texting and driving, if you are multitasking and a distracted driver continuously, you will have a car crash. You will.
It's not an accident when you could have been doing the right thing. Our daughter made a decision to text.
So I look at it from the police side and a friend's side. I tell the story daily, almost. People don't wear their seatbelts. People text while they drive. And I'll have a lot of young kids especially ask me, oh, you don't know if I'm texting while I'm driving. And I'll just take that opportunity. You're right, maybe I don't know that you're texting while you're driving, but here's what can happen. So I have a story to tell them.
I think Hillary is making a difference one by one.
When we go on our little shopping excursions, it never fails. She'll tell her story at least once to somebody.
I'm so glad that I'm not shy, and I might be saving lives.
I don't get it. That's what I tell people. I don't understand. It's simple. Just do it. Just put your phone down, turn it off, turn it on silent, put your seatbelt on, and pay attention. Yeah.
Okay, every one of you that has a cell phone, make sure your attention is on the road, not your cell phone. Make sure you don't text while you're driving, because it could be the end of your life, I know.